Hello fellow foreigners, it's a Peter vlog and I am your Peter.
Let me be your Peter.
Everyone loves an apartment vlog. Tell you all about who we are. I'm gonna start maybe with... We're gonna start this tour in my closet. It's the furthest part of the room. We have to go all the way out to the east wing, I believe. Here's a very blank wall. Closets are places where you put your clothes or other things that you are not using at that point. This is mine. Look at that. It's a small room, but it's got a nice wide view. I don't really fold my clothes. Oh look, I have a few shirts. So my closet situation kind of sucks, not because of my one walk-in beautiful closet, but because I suck at doing the maintenance of it. Maybe this could be a long-running theme where I fix this closet up and I'll show you in a couple episodes. My message is true. And what's true is this mess. I can't seem to fold my clothes correctly, even though I know how to fold clothes. This is about as good as I get. And the problem with Chinese closets, much like the porches, they become like the backyards or the front yards of America, depending on where you live. It's the storage for all these boxes. They just keep piling up and up and up and up and up and up. Bought a cool granny cart, but it's not terribly useful. Maybe if you're carrying some shallow boxes, it's fine. I guess people like to do vlogs on their way to work or on the way to the market or something, but I just find it very distracting. And if I'm concentrated on walking, then I'm not really telling a very good story. I could just mumble on and on and on. In these post-COVID days, we want to save a little bit of money, so we don't actually go out a lot because the main reason we go out is to do eating. So we've been cooking at home. I'm a pretty good cook. Emily's learning some new cool things with breads and yogurts. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't really find it that interesting to go walking around outside with this camera. Not because I'm embarrassed or anything. It's simply that I just can't really get a good shot that's interesting and thought-provoking. I know everyone thinks that they like the walk and talk, but you really gotta pay attention to what you're doing. You don't wanna walk into people. And frankly, I mean, you can see my apartment, but it's mostly just a big stupid head. That's my head. It's Peter. And as stuff just kind of zooms by, I mean, maybe you'd see a Chinese sign or something out behind me. Big deal. I see it every day. It's not really what I'm interested in doing with my life. I don't just go walking around places for no reason. I guess a lot of people do vlogs on their way to work. Gives them something to do in between. Why don't I walk around down there like other vloggers? Show you the streets of the city instead of up here in my castle. Emily and I have our usual talk show, so you can see that we can talk straight through unedited. That's why I don't mind chopping the hell out of these videos. Oh, and I can chop. I love editing. Editing gives me a chance to make these videos really nice and fancy. We don't have a lot of expensive equipment, but an artist works with what they've got. And those walk and talk videos are one thing. I mean, that's boring enough, but what about these weird ass videos where you see somebody small down in the corner? That just bugs the crap out of me. It doesn't make it more interesting because I can see where you're going. You'd think I'd enjoy the utilitarian aspect and aesthetics to something like that, but because even when you're not out on a dangerous street, this is an awkward way to be. I'm not gonna get hit by a bus here showing you my socks, but it's still not that fun for me. Is this good for you? Every room probably should have one of these nice little red stools. They don't have to be red. They could be any color. They just need to be small and in every room. The reason why you have to have a stool in every room is because you might just need to sit. If you find yourself in a small room sitting, life is pretty good. You might ask me, how did you end up in such a small room? And I might tell you, because I'm a big man. Everything is relative to where you are. Because wherever I am, it's all about me. And I'm in China. People like to talk about whether they love China or hate China. Whoa, whoa. And you have to be careful, because some people don't like you talking about things. I'm not sure why you need to define who you are by where you are. And frankly, I'm not terribly interested. You gotta learn to love yourself before you love others. Or an entire country. So am I pro-China or anti-China? I'm pro-Peter. But for now, that's my closet. That's why I love China. You guys can go back to talking about masks or who to blame about whatever you want to do.
The CPP are people who do things, and America's another person of people.
Until next time, enjoy your borders. I'll see you on Peter's vlog. We've got maps.
In China.